Hello, everyone. Welcome to the New American Dream radio show, which has been streaming live since February 3, 2011 on every Thursday night. We have a brand new feature, the New American Dream Radio Theater. This is a concept of Michael Annis, who is a regular guest on the show on the fourth Thursday of each month. I'm going to let Michael introduce the concept and our very first play. Michael?
All right. So tonight is the official launch of the New American Dream Theater. It's a project I initiated about a year ago on the New American Dream, and I've worked on it ever since. Our first presentation is titled Upon a Square Meter of Earth. In its manifestation tonight, it is an original play from my poetitation I first wrote a decade ago and then modified in 2017. In the original work, the characters, a young pregnant woman and her unborn fetus, did not have names. They could have been anywhere on the earth, wherever poor and destitute people are, which is everywhere. This woman is set upon by brutal gang members who rape her. She is then taken into custody by the local officials for prostitution. After receiving an urgent update from Amnesty International in 2017, I reworked the piece to have a specific setting, which is El Salvador, and gave the two character names in reference to the news in the Amnesty International Dispatch. So this year, in 2025, I converted the poetitation into a radio play for three voices. As the play opens, the young woman is alone in a clearing in the jungle in El Salvador when she's set upon by these human monsters. The female character in Spanish is played by actress Estelia C.W. The female character in English is played by Aaliyah Jasper. I play the role of the unborn fetus who is having a dialogue with his mother as she is being raped. So some have asked me why such a grim plot. The problem is not the grim plot. The problem, as expressed in this play, is male brutality against females, misogyny, as if the female gender is somehow quarry or trophies for males. So, let's see, trying to get down there. Our percussionist is the jazz drummer Tom Tilton. Tom Tilton, who's a true legend in Denver, amazing performer. As a performance troupe, we are known as the Weeping Angels of Hell. We have a second play that will soon be aired on the New American Dream radio theater this fall. Its title is Echo Echo and features the same cast with the primary lead role played by Marcus If. And that's enough, I think, for introduction. I think we should go into the play itself.
Upon a square meter of earth.
And yes, Mother, you were there. In another part of the world, in another part of my dream, in another summer so lazy, swallows beckoning in the treetops. And they came for you, from the throat of El Impossible, hard boots stamping blood. Trampling into the mud, les flores de azote. My eyes scintillating under your watchful gaze, glistening like pollen, abiding the summer days. New seeds languishing in its breeze, breeding leaves crossing the heavens toward a shiny new playground. bright metal glinting, the poor half dark in the squint of the earth.
No, 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 no. Este duro y amarga pared ese frustra luz. Este martillo, oscuridad, luz, asesinatos. Esta lengua viperina raspa mi corazón, la lengüeta de destino cuyas palabras son muerte. No, 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 no. This hard and bitter wall that frustrates light. This hammering darkness that murders light. This viperous tongue scrapes my heart. Vicious tongue of destiny whose words are death. ¿Dónde estás, mi hijo? Yo no puedo sentir tú. Más que la piel, estramientos de encima, carne me prendiste, sois quien soy. Todavía no puedo ver tú, Rodrigo. La sangre de mi destino embalsama mis ojos. Where are you, my son? I cannot feel you. More than the skin stretching over my ravished flesh, you are who I am. Still, I cannot see you, Rodrigo. The blood of my fate embalms my eyes.
And they came for you. El Regimiento de Obediencia in shrewd protocol. Thrilled as wolves in the delight of carnivoric surprise, of the stealthy mounting to trusting in the erection of the blood feast, of the vulgar rutting, the innocent rooting out the spirit as if cleaning a pig, teeth sinking into the nape of your neck.
Corre, corre, puedo, no tú puedes huir. Usted está encadenado a mi útero y tu vida fluye de mío. Run, run, but you cannot flee. You are chained to my womb, where your life flows from mine.
And they pinned you with their claws, drawing blood and honey from your soft, succulent stomach, working the fruit out, tongues tucking it between foul cheek and fetid gums. Their rifle barrels polished, smirking in the sun, their coarse tongues spittled, rigid, vertical, swaying serpents, their phallic heads with rotting fangs, targeting the sweaty heat, the luscious meat, slithering down your throat, suffocating your screams and pleas. Their coarse beards playing in the fountain of your tears, their coarse gullets gaping, grumbling, bobbing and drinking from eternal pools not even gods dare divert to their failing mortality.
Petroglífico en tus origen, tus clamores iroqueando, fundir mis huesos, incinerar mis órganos a las cenizas. Ya no lo hago, que te vas, Rodrigo. Sus pociones del odio, con dientes que se sacara pico a tazos, mis ojos, como si idiomas sordas me han cegado. ¿Qué es la lengua de nuestro delirio compartido? Petroglyphic in your origin, your mewling cries melt my bones, incinerate my organs to ashes. No longer do I see you, Rodrigo. Their potions are hatred, with teeth cannot chew out my eyes, as if deaf languages have blinded me. What is the tongue of our shared delirium?
Ellos me sofocan con sus gruñidos. Ellos me aguan en el escupitajo, arrastrándome por mi pelo a través del callejón de la muerte. ¿Y quién puede persuadir a los muertos que sea razonable, que sea misericordioso?
They smother me in their grunting. They drown me in their spittle, dragging me by my hair through death's alley. And who can persuade the dead that it is reasonable to be merciful?
And they came for you to investigate your activities, to make inquiry of your beliefs, to weigh the salt and sanctity of your tears, to ransack the bureaus of your dreams, to rut around in your longing genes, to pick at the buttons of your genetic code, to question your criminality with your lover, to determine just what it was your kisses had written, to see what rainbow was inscribed in the irises of your eyes.
Los homicidas huirán hacia su crueldad lasciva. Los asesinos son uno con su brutalidad licenciosa, burlándose la día en que nací y despreciando tu nacimiento para ser.
The murderers flee into their lascivious cruelty. The killers are one with their licentious brutality, taunting the day I was born and despising your birth to be.
Or was it? They just stumbled upon you. El regimiento de obediencia. So swollen this warm summer's day. Fruit of your womb, a tender cantaloupe. Your long, rich hair flowing down. Dark, musky, silken. Alien as fine jungle vines entwining your buttocks, swaddling the life within your abdomen. You had felt the tiny elbow, the small foot kick the ecstasy in you. My feral hand imprinting the walls in the cave of your uterus.
¿Dónde está el niño que yo era? Desaparecido el interior de las bocas, de las glotones, las cuevas de hombres hambrientos. ¿Dónde está el hijo de mi útero? Dentro de mí todavía, oh atrapados, detrás de las burlerías de chacles.
Where is the child that I was? Disappeared inside the mouths of gluttons, the caves of hungry men? Where is the child of my womb? Inside of me still? Or trapped behind the jeers of jackals?
Los gusanos de demonios a morir a través de la inocencia. Hombres en la guerra de mezcla de esperma con las cenizas. Mi sangre se derrama en el fango rancio. Mis lágrimas son tumbas de los manantiales que nunca compartiremos. Mis gritos sin sangre son fantasmas dentro mí. No se convierta en ellos, mi bello Rodrigo. La sed por amor, violaciones, este mundo.
The worms of fiends bore through innocence. Men at war, mixing sperm with ashes. My blood is spilled into the rancid mud. My tears are tombs of the springs that we shall never share. My bloodless shrieks are ghosts inside me. Do not become them, my beautiful Rodrigo. The thirst for love rapes this world.
And they raped you. They laughed and raped you, mi madre. That is what they said of what you had thought before as love, in the language of our own fathers, in the tongues of our grandchildren. They said, nosotras la falaba Teresa. Nosotras la falaba buen y Teresa. In their contemporaneous coruscation of contempt, they shouted and laughed. Nosotros la falaba. Ellos te jodearon. Jodido yo. Good. La falaba buen. The many men raped you. They raped your pussy. Nosotros la falaba. Su cora. Buen Teresa. They jeered, raping your anus, mother. Nosotros la falaba su ano. Their naked asses sparkling with sweat as each rammed his throbbing meat inside you. My mother, your teeth chattering, your lips bleeding, your tongue panting, tasting the death of their hearts within. Their hips thrusting viciously, saliva dripping, gleaming, wild hyenas. Saliva dripping, gleaming, wild hyenas ramming and cursing your belly's firm hump.
Rodrigo, mi no nacido, azotamiento salvador de mis ansias, condición de mujer, mi curandero, que se lamenta adivinando la fortuna en mi útero. ¿Puede usted ver las estrellas desde el agujero de gusano entre los mundos del pasado y futuro? ¿Están brillando de color rojo sangre? ¿Es el luna negro o como lleno de luz como mi vientre es contigo? La luna embarazada de mi primera feminidad.
Rodrigo, my unborn, scourging savior of my old womanhood, my wailing mages, defining fortunes in my womb. Can you see the stars from the wormhole between the worlds of past and future? Are they glittering blood red? Is the moon pitch black, or is full of light, as my belly is with you, the pregnant moon of my young womanhood?
Cielo tiene el mismo abrir la boca para nosotros, haciéndonos señas devorando la infecundidad sobre un metro cuadrado de tierra donde la esperanza ha llegado a morir, donde el contorno de quien yo era inscribe tu corazón. ¿Es usted la gárgola del Getsemani hablando dentro de mí? Eres el forbarado del paraíso tañando las campañas.
Does heaven itself open its mouth
beckoning us in, devouring childlessness upon a square meter of earth where hope has come to die, where the outline of who I was inscribed your heart. Are you the gargoyle of Gethsemane howling inside me? Are you the hunchback of heaven tolling the bells?
And in my dream, they hammered their lips upon your beautiful eyes, and with their gnawing teeth, they bit off your tender nipples of your milk-swelled breasts. As your many layers of pain pled from your abdomen in a fetal voice, its head like a small simian's, feral, floating cloud-like in the breeze of the womb, small lips forming a double helix, unraveling in my dream.
Tus pulmones han florecido desde la piel de mi útero. Tu respiración es el fantasma de mi espíritu sufocante. Tu risa silenciado roe mis venas, hierve mi sangre. En la emboscada de mi ser, usted continúa creciendo aquí. Tu sado multiplica uno del loto floreciente en medio de sus insultos. Sus hondos empujes de horror crucifican mis hechos, y dientes podridos, rebanada abrasadora mis pezones.
Your lungs have bloomed from the skin of my womb. Your breath is the ghost of my suffocating spirit. Your silent laughter gnaws my veins, boils my blood. In the ambush of my being, where you continue growing, your destiny multiplies, an unfolding lotus amidst their taunts. Their deep thrusts of horror crucify my breasts, and rotten teeth slice, charring my nipples.
Te amo, mi Rodrigo. Antes del nacimiento, después de la muerte, nuestras almas son rocío del mar. Para tú eres el mar por debajo, mi corazón a la deriva. El viento susurrando en mi oído es tu sangre, pero mi corazón aúlla con horror para usted.
I love you, my Rodrigo. Before birth, after death, our souls are spindrift, drifting. For you are the sea under my churning heart. The wind whispering in my ear is your blood, but my heart howls with horror for you.
And the word formed.
La palabra, la Madre Dios.
The word, the Mother God.
And the word looked like this. Time within the womb is unlike time anywhere else in the universe. A time of sufficiency without dread. A time of grace sheltered in a mother's armor. A time of innocence inviolable. A time where being is enough. And it made me remember this is only a dream within a dream within a dream within. And it helped me turn my cheek to rise up from my tiny bed of flesh and blood, to float away, up and back again, until I was under them, under you, peering out. Words of my child's breath blowing into the seashell of your ear. And they raped you, my mother, Todito, el regimiento de la obediencia.
Nuestro Padre Dios, ¿por qué no has abandonado? Nuestra Madre amorosa está desesperado para nosotros para volver a vuestro útero.
Our Father God, why have you forsaken us? Our loving Mother, are you desperate for us to return to your womb?
Como usted fue para nuestros antepasados, ¿estás desesperado por nuestra sangre? ¿Haría usted comer nuestros corazones alientantes como usted sonríe abajo sobre nosotros?
As you were for our ancestors, are you desperate for our blood? Would you eat our fluttering hearts as you smile down upon us?
And each one took his turn, and each took his bayonet and cut off your hair. For you were their trophy, their prize quarry, their supreme expression of their manhood. Chopping off your long, delicate fingers, one by one. Fingers that were mine, given by whatever was left in the world as holy, given to your baby as they were to caress me, fingertips given to tickle my ears and play with my lips, your divine fingerprints to be left demarcating the shell of my soul.
Teodora del Carmen Vasquez, atormentado 30 años de prisión, vomitado de las mandíbulas de Dios, un capullo de rosa mártir de muerte fetal, colgado justicia en El Salvador, donde tú todavía se sufre como un paria. Usted cometió una atrocidad, dolor implacable, tallado conciencia junto a un inodoro ignorante que usted había dado a luz, hasta gritos de infanticidio, resucitado tú, cojinete, un muerto bebé entre piernas ensangrentadas.
Y ellos te follaron, you, my mother, el regimiento de la obediencia. And they cut off your breasts. And they violated my dream. And they raped you still.
Teodora del Carmen Vasquez, tormented 30 years in prison, vomited out of God's jaws, a martyred rosebud of stillbirth, hung justice in El Salvador, where you still suffer as a pariah. You committed an atrocity, unrelenting pain, blacking out under a toilet, ignorant that you had given birth, until screams of infanticide resurrected you, bearing your dead baby between bloodied legs.
And in my dream, they cut open your beautiful belly, the belly that would have tenderly pillowed my face, as if they had the power to give birth, raping you by scorn and camaraderie. And they cut me out of your belly. They cut out your baby.
Mi bebé no nacido. My unborn baby. Han recortado a mi bebé. They cut out my baby.
And threw my small monkey head to the dogs of the dust of my playground, to the dogs of my dreams, in the dust of an opened womb, its wound set adrift in eternal space.
Como ellos deseado tú, como ellos golpear tu abajo, sofocado tus sueños, encarcelando usted para ser bautizado con sus martir reacio, sus notorio comunión para ser devorado. ¿Qué es ser mi destino? Mi hermana, mi mentor no descado, mientras vigilantes violador arrastrar yo a través de mierda, de cerdo, polvo. Para hacia infierno está mi propio destino, si no muero en sus manos.
How they desired you. How they beat you down. Suffocated your dreams. Imprisoning you to be christened their unwilling martyr. Their notorious communion to be devoured. What is to be my fate, my sister? My unwanted mentor? While rapist vigilantes drag me through pig-shat dust, toward what hell is my own destiny if I fail to die in their hands?
And still they raped you, Madre, swearing at your bloody urine upon their hands and faces, cursing you for the trouble you now cause them, for the uncleanliness they felt. For they were men of honor, and their hearts beat boldly in the visions of their glory. This insubordination against power, against struggle, against conquest, this defiance of obedience, your pleadings and tears smearing their dawn with semen, scat, and blood, reporting you to the authorities, masturbating in the weeds and bushes close by, lurking in the shadows cast upon the door of the future, swearing at your heart, the heart of your baby, that refused to cease beating, refused the tempo of their divinely chosen cacophony.
No puedes salvarme, Rodrigo.
You cannot save me, Rodrigo.
Salvate, mi cordero.
Save yourself, my lamb.
And I wanted to save you, Mother. But in my dream, you smiled at me and remembered for me that I had already floated away to play.
Wow. That was amazing. Michael, thank you so much for being playwright, producer, director of this amazing radio play. Michael, thank you so much for presenting that.